Hello Internet, my name is Eder and welcome to another episode of Film Editorials. On July 25th, Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman, comes out in theaters. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but on the poster there are two sentences. The average person uses 10% of their brain capacity. Imagine what she could do with 100%. Let's talk about that for a second. The notion that ordinary humans only use 10% of their brains is far from uncommon. You see it in movies, you see it in books, you read it in magazines, it even shows up in the news sometimes. It's pretty common. But today, I'm here to tell you it is completely false. This myth has been around since at least the 19th century, and because it's so old, it's become very common. And the quote has been misattributed to very intelligent people as a way to explain why they're so smart. The most famous instance of this is Albert Einstein, who people claim said he used more than 10% of his brain to explain his vast intellect. But it's just not true. There are mountains of research saying that this just isn't the case. People have studied the brain for so long now that they know that there's no part of the brain that goes unused. It's true that at any given point you might not be using the entirety of your brain. Over the course of the day, you will. It takes a vast amount of brain power to walk across the room and fill a coffee cup. It only makes sense that it would take even more power to do something complicated like drive a car. And then of course there's the anatomical side of things, where your brain is only 3% of your weight, but uses 20% of your body's energy. There's no reason that it would devote that much energy to just sitting around. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, there's a whole host of research on it. If you want to explore that more deeply, I'll put a link to the Wikipedia page down below. People who know psychology and just science in general are more equipped to explain this myth than I am. But I just want to say that it is a myth, and it's not true, and people should stop using it in their movies. I get why people want this myth to be true. I mean, there are days when everyone feels like an idiot, and if you could just tap into some unused part of your brain, you would be better equipped to handle the problems you're facing in your day. The problem is, it's become really overused, and it's just this really convenient way to give your characters superpowers. While the whole 10% thing is totally cliched, there are some stories that use it better than others. For instance, usually Total Recall is one of the abilities that you can do once you've accessed more than 10% of your brains. Total Recall is a separate phenomenon. Scientists don't understand exactly how it works, but it's the ability to remember everything that's ever happened to you. And personally, I would consider that a superpower, and I can see why it would be very helpful, even in an action movie setting. However, it's not just using more of your brain. That's just not how that works. It's just having a better memory. It's a completely different system. And Lucy, this new film coming out, looks absolutely ridiculous because of how they've done these superpowers. In the trailer, they showcase some of the abilities she's learned, and some of them make sense, like her ability to learn languages really quickly. If she's, smarter, advanced cognitively, I can buy that one. Her ability to change her hair color, though, is completely unbelievable, as is her ability to control objects with her mind. Listen, I want telekinesis just as much as the next guy, but it just doesn't make sense. And then there's the scene where she seems to intercept a Chinese email in the air with her hand. I'm sorry, what? I can't even suspend my disbelief to get through the trailer? How do they expect me to get through a 2-hour movie? I'm not buying it at all. So I think it goes without saying that I'm not looking forward to this movie, in spite of Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman, both actors that I like and enjoy watching. I end up having to see this trailer a lot, and what I usually end up thinking to myself is that I wish it was a prequel to I Love Lucy. And that way the tagline could be, "She's got some splainin' to do," which I think would be way more enjoyable than this 10% of your brain baloney that they're trying to pull on us. That's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm way off base on this, and if you think this movie's gonna be amazing, or, if you agree with me. Please don't forget to like, favorite, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week when I do a review of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Bye.